I love this idea of storytelling. I love when I get to tell someone else's stories. I feel like that's a privileged thing. It's beyond just taking photographs. Really, the camera was quite interesting for me when I started photography. It was a way for me to earn some pocket money. In that way, I could be able to provide myself with a lunchbox. I was a boy with a camera. When I started photography, my camera was always in my neck. So people kind of recognized that, and they could invite me in their birthday parties or weddings or family group portraits to take photographs of them in exchange of money.
Tini cheese.
And then I realized as I continue with photography and with the workshops that photography was also a way to tell my own stories. I carry a photo with me. It's about my sister, Ziyanda. It started in 2017 when I discovered an old photograph of my family with a face cut out. My sister Ziyanda disappeared when I was quite young. A decade later, she came home, very sick. Shortly after that, she passed away. She never allowed anyone to photograph her. I was looking at people my sister Ziyanda knew and the places she has been. I also find out about my family history and the history of my country. And my family was not unique in many families in South Africa. There is a long history of people disappearing. So the purpose of this project is to start talking about the things we push out of sight, but that continue to affect us, generations after generations. This project is a way to break that cycle. I was invited by the guys to come take portraits of them. I mean, at that moment, I was a bit hesitant to go there. But I don't know, something in me told me to just go. And I realized as I continue with this project that they were glad that there was someone who was there to see them because no one is paying attention. And bear in mind, those are the people that I grew up with. Those are the people who used to inspire me. Nyaope, I was really seeing myself in that. Could have been easier for me to be part of that. I was vulnerable to that. And it was that moment for me, I think photography saved me. That could have easily been me. Moving from my comfort zone, which is Thokoza, and going to the outside, it was kind of like an unresolved childhood curiosity. I knew Delside by my mother because she used to work there, domestic worker. We invited to help my mother with stuff that she would be taking home. But also, I find very strange was that we were not allowed in their homes. Delside is a very conservative Christian community. So I will attend the church service and I gained sort of the trust from the pastor, and the pastor introduced me to the people in church.
This is what I live for. I live to pray. That's what I do. I live to pray. That's how I roll. I pray about everything.
that way was also one way for me to enter to the space and make photograph of them. My mother having to work far from us was painful. But the most painful part was seeing my mother sort of giving love to someone else's kid.
Everyone can say in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, everyone. Amasi. Jesus, yes.
That's not the love you get at home. And I think that has damaged a lot of kids' development, more especially in the township.
Right. Last one, last one. Good. Yeah, thank you.
For me, connection is very important, that the people feel comfortable around me or with the camera. And for them not to see a photographer, but for them to see Lindokuhle. Feel like connection come first and photograph can come later.